Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class is designed to tone, strengthen and lengthen your entire body, and equal part focus on your lower body as well as your upper body and the front and back of your body. So we'll target the arms, the sides of the waist and around to the abdominals, as well as the larger muscles in the legs. So I hope you enjoy. Stick with it, 30 minutes. And if you are enjoying our classes, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any special requests, we're very open and receptive to that. So send us a comment or leave a request. Enjoy, yogis. Namaste. And finding your way into a comfortable cross-legged seat or a kneeling position, feel free to take a blanket underneath your sit bones to help tilt the pelvis forward, allow your knees to relax down and elevating your spine. Crown of the head reaching for the ceiling, your chin parallel with the floor. Closing the eyes, softening your jaw, sealing your lips. And just start by establishing a connection with your natural breath without influencing it in any way. Simply become aware of your breath, following its ebb and flow. Feeling an elegant length through your spine so you feel open and bright in your chest. Your shoulders soft away from your ears. And we'll begin here with 3 rounds of Samavriti breath, or equal part breathing, which has a balancing effect on your body, very stabilizing for the mind. And in this practice we'll breathe in for the count of 4, hold and pause for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4, so your breath is equal, and then hold for the count of 4. And just finding your own breath rhythm, starting the practice and counting out your rounds. Feeling a broadness in your back as you breathe in, and a light firming of the belly as you breathe out. Last round here. Savoring your out breath. And taking one more deep breath in. As you exhale, draw your chin toward your chest, your eyes to the back of the eyelids. Blinking the eyes open and making your way onto all fours here, coming into tabletop position. Taking your hands, your wrist creases underneath the shoulders, spreading out through all your fingers, and knees underneath the hips, pushing down through your shins and the tops of all your toes. As you breathe in, arch your spine. Soften the belly, and as you breathe out, round your spine, doming through the upper back. Breathing in, arching the spine. Breathing out, rounding the spine. And take one more round each direction, bathing the movement, bathing your spine in some movement. Warming up the hips, shoulders and wrists. Coming back to a neutral spine here, and tucking the toes, lifting your sit bones up and back, finding your way into downward facing dog. Start with a bend in the knees. Spread all your fingers and straighten out through your arms as if you're pushing the floor down and away from you. Sit bones high, and with your knees bent, take a sway side to side with your hips, lengthening through the sides of your waist. and then come back to neutral, pedal out through your heels, and feel free to linger. You can keep your one heel heavy and then the other, or bike out the legs. Just stay with an even cadence to your breath. Taking 2 more deep breaths in and out here. And at the end of your exhale, bend both knees, gaze forward between the hands, and walk yourself forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart here. And take an easy forward fold. Catch opposite elbows. Drape your spine. Torso sitting on your thighs. Crown of the head drops toward the floor. Rolling around through the soles of your feet until you feel equal through all 4 corners of your feet. And this is a rest pose, so if you need to take a break anytime during the class, please feel free to rest here with your head below your heart. Join back in the flow whenever you're ready. Go ahead, release your hands to the floor, hang in ragdoll, your arms all floppy. And as you feel yourself breathe in, slowly unroll the spine, coming all the way up to stand. Reach your arms overhead, send the gaze up. And as you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Toe heel your feet together, big toes touch. 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A here. As you breathe in, reach your arms overhead, send the gaze up. And as you exhale, bend your knees and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up to a flat back, straight legs looking forward. And as you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, top of your push-up. Legs and arms working equally here and hugging in and up through the front of the pelvis so your lower abs are engaged. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel free to lower the knees to the floor. Take a low push-up with control, your elbows balanced over your wrists. When you arrive on the floor, inhale low baby cobra, only a little pressure in the hands there. Focus on opening the chest. And as you exhale, roll back to downward facing dog. And take a few deep breaths here. And just to help quiet the mind, try and keep your eye gaze steady, either toward the navel or back between your knees, so you avoid scanning the room with your eyes. And once you feel comfortable, be still. 2 more breaths. And as you move through your practice this morning, just aim to move deliberately and with your breath. End of the exhale, bend your knees here, send the gaze forward between your hands, and stepping forward lightly to the top edge of the mat, bring your toes together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand. We'll keep it flowing, arms overhead, and as you breathe out, fold forward over the legs. Feel free to bend the knees here as you fold. Inhale, coming up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Legs engaged, eyes forward. Exhale, low push-up to the floor. Inhale, coming up low baby cobra, mild arch through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Strong belly, firm arms, and then leaning your chest back toward your thighs here, letting your head drop, chin lightly in toward your chest so the back of your neck lengthens along with the rest of your spine. Two more deep breaths in and out, no rush. Breathing in, gazing forward between the hands, and at the end of your exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your toes together there. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your half lift, extending the spine. Exhale and fold, hinging from your hips, drop your head. One round, Surya Namaskar, be here, bend the knees, reach your arms alongside your ears, chair pose. And as you exhale, fold over the legs, let go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, plank pose, top of your push-up. Breathe in here. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, a back bend of your choice, could be upward dog now, you're a little bit warmer, or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll keep it rolling, toes together here, right leg rises as you breathe in. As you breathe out, step forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Inhale, arms rise, back legs super straight and strong. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back through a Vinyasa, high push-up, low push-up, upward dog or cobra, staying with your breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Toes together at the back of the mat, left leg rising as you breathe in. Left foot forward between the hands, breathe out. And as you feel yourself breathe in, reach your arms up, keeping your back leg super straight. Exhale, hands to the floor of Vinyasa, stepping back, high push-up. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths in and out. Resting here, your head below your heart. Smoothing out the rhythm of your breath. On your next breath in, wave forward to a high push-up. Bring your shoulders over your wrists here. And balancing on your left hand, spin your heels to the left. And you can stack your feet here, coming into side arm balance. Left hand just slightly forward of your left shoulder. Once you've got your balance, right arm up toward the sky, perhaps sending the gaze up to the tip of your right thumb. Left knee could drop to the floor here if you're feeling unsteady or you're still working on your core strength. Focus on raising the left side waist up away from the mat, firming and engaging your oblique muscles. Stretching out here, right arm overhead, reaching forward to the front of the room. And exhale, both hands to the floor, moving slow, deliberately. Balancing now on your right hand, spin your heels to the right or stack your feet, flex your toes. And once you feel balanced, left hand toward the sky, reaching up. Tailbone lengthening toward your heels, low belly firm, right side waist engaged. Left arm overhead, reach out. Stretch the edge of your left fingers. Rest coming up, folks. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big long exhale, clear out. Feel free to sigh it out of the mouth. And with a bend in the knees, send your gaze forward between your hands and walk yourself forward, bringing your feet hip distance apart. A counter pose here. Slipping your hands underneath the soles of your feet. So bring your big toes up toward your wrist creases, bending your knees as much as you need to make that accessible. And with your feet on your hands, take a half lift. So extend your spine, knees can stay bent there, just extend your spine, ribs out of the hips. And then as you exhale, fold, drop your head. And you're leaning your weight lightly forward. And then at the same time pulling up through the hands, and you should feel a stretch travel into the top of your wrists. Taking one more deep breath in, coming up halfway, keep standing on your hands. And then as you exhale, release the hands, toe heel your feet back together. Next breath in, bend your knees, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay here as you exhale, drop your hips. Make sure you can see your toes off the front ledge of your knees. Hug the thighs together and lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. So low belly, front of the pelvis lifting in and up, ribs lifting up away from the hips and extending through your arms. As you feel yourself breathe out, arms out wide to a T, coming into eagle pose, Garudasana. Balance now on your right foot. You're going to wrap the left leg over the top. Left toes can touch to the floor, or you can hook the left foot around the back of the right calf if that's accessible. Opposite arms to your legs here. You're going to take your right arm on top, your left arm under. Cross your arms and press your palms. Or you can hold opposite shoulders, or if your balance is really wobbly here today, just press your palms at your heart. Hug the legs to the midline of your body so your legs feel engaged. Engage your lower abdominal muscles and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold, so you're doming your spine, sliding the shoulder blades wide in your upper back, folding forward. Fingertips to the floor here, unravel your left leg and step back to runner's lunge. Take a long stride. Make sure your right knee's right above your ankle, not forward of it. Breathe in here and extend your spine, your heart forward. And as you breathe out, raise the hips and work towards straightening your front leg. Any amount there. Inhale, rebend your front knee and extend your heart forward, collarbones wide. And as you exhale, work towards straightening your front leg, engaging your quads. Inhale, rebend and extend, runner's lunge. And as you exhale, walk a quarter turn to your left. Spin your heels out, widen your stance for wide-legged forward fold. Big toes turn in, hands under the shoulders, breathe in, come up for a half lift. And as you exhale, fold in between your legs. Pause here. And sometimes when you're very tight in the back of your legs, your hamstrings can put a brake on your forward folds here, and unfortunately you won't improve your flexibility by flopping forward here. So it's really important that you can stabilize your leg muscles here. So you want to lift the kneecaps, engage your quads so you safely stretch into your hamstrings. And then just feel for even balance from your heels to your toes. You might feel like the weight's in your heels. You're going to just gently tip forward so you can hinge from the hips and your spine can cascade down with the weight of your head. Taking one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands back around to the right. Reframe your front foot. From here, you're going to take the right leg up and back and come into down dog splits, keeping your hips as level as possible. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward again in between your hands, making your way into a low lunge. Left knee lightly down to the floor, untuck the back toes. Inhale, raise the arms when you're steady. And then stay here as you breathe out, calming the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, reach tall and long through the sides of your waist. And as you exhale, take your hands under the shoulders and drop your weight back. Come into a hamstring stretch, Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose. You're going to flex your right toes back toward you. And again, the quads are engaged here. Breathing smooth. Rock your weight forward, rebend your front knee there. Left hand stays on the floor. Reach your right arm forward and then up and then back. And you can send the gaze back to the tip of the right thumb. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, semicircle your right arm forward and work towards straightening your right leg there, flexing your toes just as you did before. Inhale, take the right arm back, perhaps send the gaze back. And then as you exhale, right arm forward, work towards straightening the front leg. Last round. Inhale the right arm back. And exhale, both hands to the floor here. Frame your front foot. Stepping back to plank pose, top of your push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog, Adho Mukha. Pausing here. Breathe smooth and deep. And giving your breath full access. Feeling your ribs move as you breathe. And on your next breath in, gazing forward between the hands. And as you breathe out, bend your knees, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your toes together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Second side, breathe in chair pose, Utkatasana. Knees bend, seat low, arms rise. Stay here as you breathe out. Engage your lower belly muscles here. Bring your weight back into your heels. Lowering the arms down to a T and transferring your weight onto your left foot now. Right leg wraps over the top, and feel free to tap the toe to the floor here on the outside of the left foot, or hook your foot, hugging the legs together. Wrapping the arms, opposite arm to your leg. Going to take the left arm on top, your right arm under. And then drawing your forearms forward, sending your gaze to where your elbows cross. Relaxing your shoulders, hugging everything to the midline of your body. As you feel yourself breathe out, try and fold forward here, hugging in and up through the belly and rounding your upper back. You'll feel a stretch across the shoulder blades in your upper back. Your inner thigh muscles working. Release the hands and unravel here. Your right leg steps back into a runner's lunge. Get a long stride between the legs there. Check your left knees over your left ankle. And as you breathe in, extend your heart forward. Keep your back leg straight. And as you breathe out, just pulse the hips. Hips lift, work towards straightening your front leg. Rebend the front knee and extend. And breathe out, work towards straightening. Rebend your front knee, frame your front foot, and then walk a quarter turn to your right. Setting up for wide-legged forward bend, heels out, toes in, big breath in, hands under the shoulders, flat back. Exhale and fold. And this time, either catching a hold of your ankles, or if you have the flexibility, hook your big toes with your peace fingers and thumbs. Taking a half lift, breathe in, extend your spine. And as you breathe out, fold forward in between the legs. A couple of resting breaths. Preparing to move, release the bind. Hands under the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands around to your left foot, frame your front foot. Plant the hands evenly onto the mat, left leg up and back into down dog splits, moving slow, hips level. And as you breathe out, step your left foot forward again in between your hands. Take your right knee softly to the floor, low lunge. When you're steady, arms rise, breathe in. Stay here as you exhale, let the hips sink forward, keeping your right buttocks, your right hamstring engaged, so you're not dumping in your hips. And on your next breath out, just taking your hands under the shoulders, roll your weight back and work towards straightening your left leg. So aim to flex your toes back toward you, lifting the left kneecap, engaging your quads so you're safely stretching into your hamstrings. And then we'll just flow. Walk your hands forward, reframe the front foot. Right hand stays down, left arm forward, up, and then back. And you can send the gaze back. As you breathe out, windmill the hand forward, work towards straightening your front leg. Inhale, arm moves back. And exhale, semicircle forward with the arm, straighten the front leg. And we'll do that once more. Arm back, reach away. And then reframe your front foot. Rebend the front knee. Stepping back, high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Rest here. Deep breaths. Arm muscles engaged. Leg muscles engaged. Heels reaching toward the floor. Staying relaxed and easy through the spine. Your jaw soft. Your eyes closed. Taking one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees. You're going to take a little light hop across your legs and coming down onto your buttocks. And then all the way down onto your back. Taking your arms alongside your body, bend your knees and set your feet up hip distance apart here. Let your spine lie in one straight line, your chin toward your chest. And then just shift your left foot to the midline of the mat. Raise your right foot, bend your right knee toward a right angle. And we're just going to keep the right leg lifting. And this particular sequence will work your left side glute muscles, your buttocks muscles and your hamstrings. It's a good strengthening sequence. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift through the chest, lift the buttocks, squeeze the left side buttocks. Exhale, lower down to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to a hover. Stay with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All the way to the floor. And place your right foot down now. Take your left ankle to the top of your right knee for a hip groin stretch. And you're just going to thread your arms through the shape that you've made around the back of the right hamstring. Rest your head back and draw your right knee toward you. And just checking in, making sure your left toes are flexed here, and that'll support all the muscles in and around your knee. And that should feel sweet on the outer left buttocks. Lengthening the muscles that you've just worked. Taking one more deep breath in. And exhale both feet to the floor to release. And shift your right foot now to the midline of your mat. Raise the left foot up, a bend in the knee, flex your toes, arms alongside your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze your right side buttocks, hammies, and then lower to a hover. Inhale, lift, and lower. Inhale, lift, lower. Inhale, lift, and lower. Stay with your breath, lifting and lowering. Two more. Inhale, exhale, rest coming up. Inhale, last one. Exhale, lower, peel all the way down through your spine. And both feet to the floor here. And then taking your right ankle to your left knee, coming into a hip groin stretch, reclined pigeon pose. Thread your hands through to the back of the left hamstring, back of the left knee, and gently draw your left knee back toward you, opening up through the outer right hip now. Toes flexed on your right foot, head resting back, chin toward your chest, and enjoy the stretch. You're nearly there. One more deep breath in, and exhale, release. And go ahead, walk your feet now away from one another to the edges of the mat. Knees are bent, and just wave the knees over to your left, extending your right knee toward the floor. Should feel a stretch through the top of your right thigh. Mild, simple twist. As you breathe in, knees lift, and as you breathe out, left knee toward the floor, knees over to your right. Shoulders soft, relaxed. Then one movement, one breath, knees up and over to your left. Knees up and over to your right. Coming back to center, knees up, and then hug the knees in toward your chest. Take a little rock side to side or some small circles through your low back spine. And then extending your body out, lying down, coming into Shavasana, here at the end of your practice. Extending your arms away from your body, your palms face up. And taking your heels to the corner edges of the mat, letting your feet fall out to the side. Lay your body in one straight line, encouraging balance and symmetry either side of the spine. As you lay your body down, smooth out through your upper back. And smooth out through your lower back, top of the buttocks. So you're perfectly comfortable, so you can rest easy for the next couple of minutes. Shavasana, the most important part of your practice, where you incorporate all the benefits of your practice by resting your nervous system, relaxing your muscles, and calming your mind. And feel free to stay and linger here. And I hope you've enjoyed this brief practice for strengthening and toning your whole body. Namaste.